Hello, welcome to Health Bites, a series of healthy lifestyle presentations that will help you discover simple keys to give your life a brand new start and help you live longer, happier, and healthier the way your Creator intended it. My name is Hilda-Lisa Flickinger. I am a registered dietitian and I have a master's in science in human nutrition, and I'm a certified nutrition support clinician, and that is a specialty within the field of dietetics that deals with the critically ill. I am so glad that you are watching, and I am excited to be sharing with you these health bites because I know you're going to learn some amazing facts and some very practical information about your health. We'll be having sort of a mini health fair throughout our time together, and depending on your venue, you'll be able to find out things such as your blood pressure, your body mass index, your percent body fat, and even personalized reports about your health age. So keep watching. We're going to really enjoy our time together. Before we go on, I want to tell you that the information presented here is not intended to take the place of medical advice or treatment, and questions about symptoms and medications should be addressed to your physician. If you are watching this in conjunction with a Bible prophecy seminar or in your church, you may be wondering, why are we looking at health in a spiritual context? Well, you know, the Bible tells us in 3 John 2, "Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth." So the Bible makes it very clear that God created us to be healthy and not to be sick. And He cares not just about our spiritual well-being, but our physical well-being as well. As a registered dietitian, I have found that there are a lot of people who believe that we all have a set time to die and there is nothing we can do about it. Do you think they're right? Obviously, they are not aware of our current knowledge of the relationship between lifestyle and health. Research clearly shows that our daily choices affect our likelihood of living a long and healthy life. Well, let's go back to those people who say that there's nothing we can do about the time we have to die. Let us assume that God has planned the best time for you to die. But what would happen if you commit suicide? Wouldn't you be dying sooner than God intended for you to? Yes. Well, the fact is that each day we make decisions that ultimately affect life and health. So we may not commit suicide in one single act, but we may put harmful substances in our bodies that will prematurely cause death. They're going to reduce our quality of life. And you may be wondering, what about genetics? Many people believe that genetics is what determines how long they'll live and their quality of life. But primarily, for most of us, our quality of life and our longevity is primarily dependent on what we put in our bodies and what we do with our bodies. In other words, our lifestyle. As one Loma Linda University doctor once said, "Faulty genetics loads the gun, lifestyle pulls the trigger." You have to wonder why people take better care of their cars than their bodies. Have you ever met a person who said, "God has a plan as to when my car is going to die, and I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to check the oil or change the oil or do any routine maintenance on it"? Of course, that sounds ridiculous. We realize the necessity of proper care to get the longest life and best performance out of our cars, and the very same is true for our bodies. The Bible tells us in Ecclesiastes 7:17, "Be not overmuch wicked, neither be thou foolish. Why should thou die before thy time?" This chart that you're seeing in your screen shows the leading cause of death in the United States. The leading causes of death in the United States. The fact is that all of these could be prevented by how we treat our bodies. So we have heart disease, cancer, stroke, respiratory diseases, accidents, diabetes. Now just look at all the deaths from heart disease, which is for the most part a lifestyle disease. If there was something we could do to prevent just heart disease, we could significantly improve our longevity. Of course, there's a lot we can do to prevent not only heart disease, but all of these major killers in our society. Well, let me ask you this. How much would you pay for 11 more happy, healthy years of life? And notice I said happy, healthy years, so these are good years. And what if a formula for longevity could be put into a pill? Would you take it? It would be like a fountain of youth pill. I think I'll be the first one in line to take that pill. Well, boy, have I got great news for you today, because I have that pill right here. But even better, I will tell you the ingredients in this pill so you can manufacture it for free. The ingredients for our longevity pill were obtained from a study called the Alameda County Study, in which 7,000 people were followed for 9 years, and they found that there were 7 lifestyle factors that influenced how long people lived. And here they are. They were sleeping 7 to 8 hours, no eating between meals, eating breakfast regularly, maintaining proper weight, exercising regularly, moderate or no use of alcohol, and no smoking. Now we'll see later on, even though the study said moderate or no use of alcohol, we'll see that no use of alcohol is the best option. But this study showed that men who followed 6 or 7 of the good health habits lived 11 to 12 years longer than those who only followed 3 or fewer of the good health practices. And women who followed 6 to 7 of the health factors lived 7 years longer and had less than half the mortality rate, and they also showed signs of aging much later in life. So this study demonstrates that good health practices not only can help you feel better, live longer, but they can also help you look better and feel better the rest of your life. Even though the Alameda County study is an older study, the results are still relevant. Let's look at a more recent study published in the Archives of Internal Medicine. This was part of a very large study called the European Prospective Investigation into Cancer and Nutrition, or the EPIC study. The EPIC study involved nearly 500,000 subjects in 10 different European countries. So it was a very large study. They found that 4 lifestyle factors together appear to be associated with as much as an 80% reduction in the risk of developing the most common and deadly chronic diseases. So what were these 4 factors? Well, they were healthy weight, never smoking, regular exercise, and a healthy diet. So you can see that these are very related, very similar to the Alameda County study. So let me ask you this. Where would you stand in this study today? Can you expect to live longer? Or are you quickly losing years? Well, now you can find out by using the health gauge. It's a health score calculator that will evaluate your health by comparing your personal health practices with those of the people in the study. The health gauge was developed by the Weimar Center of Health and Education for their New Start Lifestyle Club. For your personal health score, go to newstartclub.com and start your free membership. Click on the health gauge and start enjoying all the wonderful resources to improve your lifestyle. There you will find videos, articles, recipes, and more to help you live a longer, happier life. Well, what are those lifestyle factors again? Here they are. Sleeping 7 to 8 hours, no eating between meals, eating breakfast regularly, maintaining proper weight, exercising regularly, no use of alcohol, and no smoking. Now remember, these are the ingredients to our longevity pill. Research shows that it is possible to increase your life expectancy by more than 10 years if you take all of the ingredients in the longevity pill. How many of these health practices do you follow regularly? How many will you adopt today? And aren't you glad you don't really have to swallow this? Until next time, may you live longer, happier, and healthier the way your Creator intended it.